Is the mystery method outdated?
No, of course not. Again, it's the principles. You know, you need the principles. There's some things that you need to sort of update, like leaving a voicemail is leaving a WhatsApp voice memo, right? It's not Skype, it's Zoom, you know, things like that. But it works. There's no, you know, Mystery 2.0. Remember, we put so much more new stuff onto it. So, yeah, totally works. So does speed seduction. But different environments, I think, for both of them things. One's more nightclub and bars and parties, and one is more like day game and single sets.
Yeah, that
Not
was like
always, you
a,
know, that's not the rule of both, but it's the most majority of both.
that was like a key difference in the debate between Ross Jeffries and Mystery. So it's like Ross prefers dealing with one person, and then Mystery is like, we gotta have groups, man. We gotta have fucking groups. It was fucking hilarious. What are some of Mystery's greatest
I live in the
teachings?
middle, semi-wrecked. I live in the middle of everything to do with all the theories and game.
Always in the middle. What are some
No,
of
well, I find that if you move, you can move to any part of game a lot easier. That's why it's supernatural. You know, I'm
like
not just
water?
focusing fully on routines. I'm also the natural part of super. The super's the pickup artist. This is what I noticed when I was running the top nightclubs because I was dealing with the so-called naturals, right? Which still had their own sort of scripts. They just didn't know it and they didn't know what they were doing wrong either. But the top PUAs would also, that I saw in London, and trust me, London PUAs are lethal. Uh, and the top naturals, promoters, social circle game, because that's what they are, would be here and they're level with each other. You're right. But what I did is I took I modeled the natural stuff. And obviously, you find the natural stuff more by being in the presence of beautiful women in these VIP clubs and having to deal with them all the time. But I was already an MPUA by then. So what I did is I merged these two things together. And by doing that, my skill set went out the roof. And then I started teaching that to people, and their skill set would go higher than, you know, at that time MPUAs and at that time naturals. So you would, because you're using both methods merged together in such a precise way, so you can feed off hooks. You can be, you can be observational, situational. You can use comedy to the right effect. You know, there's all these things you can do in the natural side. And so the five things I spotted that these naturals had was confidence, congruency, calibration, conviction, and courage. And if you add all them to your game, you can be pretty lethal, right? Without learning the pickup side. However, you do need the pickup side, right? So then you learn all the well, I would go with learning the pickup stuff first to give you the mode and mood to get the abundance, right? And the choice going on. And then you can start incorporating this. You can't incorporate this first. You can't, or you just won't know what you're doing. You incorporate that second and you merge it together to get a higher skill set, supernatural game.
I
And Mystery said
knew.
he's supernatural as well. So, you know, it's definitely a powerful thing where you have more things under your belt to use,
I see. Interesting.
like super routines.